We're here today to offer free resources to you. And we'd like to quickly move into what exists out there on our website for you to download free of charge, compliments and made possible by the generosity of our sponsors, the Departments of Health and Agriculture, the Upper Midwest Center for Agriculture, Safety and Health, and Mayo Clinic Health System.
So again, if you go to our website, you can download the do-it-yourself video and guidelines and blueprints on how to make the handstand. And right now we're going to go ahead and introduce our handstand. Thank you to all of our sponsors and partners, and also to Jonathan Chan, who designed the blueprints for us from Toronto, Ontario. So we are frugal farmers. This whole system costs less than $250 to build and stain. That's including the stickers and side posters. We use the materials that are available anywhere, and we made it easy to use. We have 5 gallons in, 5 gallons out, with an option to connect a hose if you have a safe place to drain away the gray water on your farm. This stand, it's solid, safe, easy to see across the yard, and it's tough. It has a storage. We chose to use an 18-gallon weatherproof tote, which is really handy for putting extra supplies in, such as paper towels, soap, garbage bags, and it's weatherproof. The sink will be familiar to anyone with livestock. It's a Little Giant 8-quart fence feeder, and it fits perfectly on our 2x4 ledge here. It's easy to drill, and it receives a PVC drain that fits down into a small hole that we drilled on top of the lid of a Menards bucket. So there's no splashing. The water is completely contained. Fall of 2019, we had 21 of these in the field without a single negative effect. Over 5,000 people used these and understood immediately what they were for. Wendy's going to demonstrate how easy it is to use the hand washing station.
20 seconds.
20 seconds of scrubbing with soap.
I'm singing happy birthday in my head twice right now. I'm going to spare you.
And soap is the #1 recommended over the hand sanitizer. So washing with water and soap is best. So one touch of the lever to dispense the water, goes nicely into the bucket, collects the gray water, and we have a paper towel holder here, and that's pretty much it.
The other thing we have is a safety strap. 5 gallons of water weighs 40 pounds. The Culligan bottle was chosen by us because we all had them on the farm, but Culligan stepped forward to help us generously pull this all together. It has a handle in the back, which allowed us to pass a flat bungee cord through to 2 pieces of common hardware called a D-ring on each side, which allows this to be very stable. Again, all of the materials are listed in our blueprint that is available, downloadable on the website. And it includes all the guidance, all the cutting, measuring, and assembly.
So our board took a fast action to accomplish 3 things. We voted to require that every member, they had to take the online version of our dinner workshop that we had done. It's called Safer Faces, Farm Animal Contact Exhibits. It's offered through the Minnesota Department of Health. And there's a link on our website that we urge all agritourism hosts to join us and get them certified as soon as possible.
We also passed a policy for diversity and inclusiveness. A number of us had been watching the evolution of the arts industry in Minnesota back to 2018. Some of the big foundations really started to take a good look at how money was allocated within communities of color, and whether or not other arts organizations they were funding had a commitment to inclusivity. We decided we absolutely had to join that group. So we adopted a policy that committed ourselves to really looking at everything we do with the question of, are we welcoming? Are we equal in our provision of resources? And this project happened to land right at the beginning of our implementation of that research. So we realized that as long as the state posters were in largely English or occasionally in Spanish, that we had an obligation to address that. So that was where the language project came in, and alongside of it, outreach to many cultural organizations and heritage organizations throughout the region who were willing to help us with those translations, and then take our materials and distribute them widely through to the people who belong to their groups, who may never have reached an invitation otherwise. This was sitting prominently available with the posters on the side. These posters are specifically sized to receive into 2 frames. We use weatherproof material so that they are held harmless in all weather. And we all know in the upper north we get weather. But those 2 posters sit on each side. And we saw many people of all ages using their smartphones to scan and enjoy sharing with their group that there was these materials available in other languages. We're pretty proud of that.
Absolutely, yeah. When you scan, it goes right back to our website, northstarfarmtour.org, and you can download 19 different translated languages. We're indebted to the Minnesota Department of Health and Ag, Minnesota Grown, UMASH, and our community partner, Mayo Clinic Health System, for supporting this project so that today we can give this away to you all for free.
It's really hard to imagine that 1 year ago when we started this, hand washing was nice, but not necessary. In fact, we found ourselves often persuading people why hand washing was important, joining the ranks of the loyal public health people who've been saying this for all our lifetimes. Prevent the flu, wash your hands. I think we became maybe a bit immune to that messaging. And I know we farmers are a tough lot because many times we have a half a sandwich and set it down on a hay bale and finish our chores and walk in the house. So why would this be our issue? Why would this be our concern? We came through that knowledge to decide that it is our issue forever. And that's why we put safe first ahead of fun and education in our mission statement. It's always going to be our first commitment.
Our first commitment, safe agritourism. Please join us and make safety your first on your mission as well.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Melody and Wendy. That was great. And I really appreciated hearing about your strategy too to reach and teach everyone, especially in light of your diversity and inclusion efforts. And I just want to remind everyone that we do have a chat feature here in Zoom, and Megan just dropped some resources in that chat box where you can go for more information and how to build your own hand washing station. I appreciate you commenting on one of the silver linings of the pandemic, probably the only silver lining, along with advanced technology learning, is that it has reinforced how important and effective something as simple as hand washing can be to fight against the spread of germs and infectious diseases. And that I don't think that's going to go away. And we hope that doesn't go away. I am curious how this pandemic has affected your efforts to reach and teach everyone on this, or maybe just reinforce that?
Well, to be perfectly honest with you, this has given us a bit of a sabbatical period. We normally would be planning for thousands of people to be visiting our homes next month, and that will not happen. We made that decision actually back in March. We just took literally the cautions that were coming out of the CDC and the state health department and the governor's office, and decided there was no point in planning a tour.
No, not with that many people gathered in one place. However, as you know, it's really important to still connect people with agriculture and farms and animals. So we are still encouraging our members to safely bring maybe 1 or 2 people, a small tour, and implement the safety measures, washing your hands and everything else that Safer Faces recommends as well.
Our biggest activities are we're rebuilding our website. We are, in fact, it's under construction right now, so you will see new resources coming every day in the next period of time. And we're really excited about that, because what we've learned quickly is we can reach and teach many people through technology. Our obligation is to bring compelling stories and to bring virtual tours. We have done multiple things. I think all of us have done tours virtually for groups. The Methodist Church in Farmington hosted a Wednesday night session on shepherding that tied into their curriculum they were learning. And we had a wonderful 90 minutes talking to many people on there. Probably more people were able to participate than were comfortable even going to the church. So we've seen an uptick in possibility with lots of different video production. And the how-to video is our first official video we're going to roll out for the hand washing station. We're excited that people will be able to use that and give us feedback about whether it's useful to them.